Guys, this rough start is hardly what they had in mind to start SEC play, and it's not going to get any easier.
Well, no doubt about it. There were big expectations surrounding this program inside SEC play this year, and things haven't necessarily gone their way. They've had to fight a ton of adversity, but, David, they believe they have the leadership in the locker room to turn it around, but it's got to start today.
Yeah, one at a time. Like, we got to start today. We got to find something. We got to find what we're really good at, what we can hang our hat on, so we can start to build some momentum.
Headed to the end zone. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. And the Bears in the hurry-up. Trying to surge it in. And will cruise into the end zone. Touchdown, Baylor! Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Sategna. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, 3 and out last time, David. They'd like to be more productive this time around.
Yeah, in the last drive, nothing really clicked. No rhythm. Got off the field really quickly. They need to put something together here, Palmer.
Yeah, David, bad execution on that last drive, so they got to take a collective breath and start playing like a unit on this drive.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Finds his man. It's Haas. That's where they'll mark him a very productive play and a first down.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
Still on his feet at the 45. Racing down the left side. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. Lining up for the PAT. And it's perfect. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. USC went scorched earth in a double-digit win that might have been worse had they not sat the starters in that fourth quarter. Total destruction by the Trojans in a statement win if there ever was one. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
Hey, Kevin Connors, keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. And the quick shuffle pass underneath. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Trying to get the edge on the right. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And when you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Pass on the way, it's picked off.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first down. He does there, and that's why he creates the turnover.
Looking to throw, it's Green. Working the middle, it's complete.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. On the option. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Snares it outside, it's James. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Beautiful job by the wide receiver because he knew where the first down sticks were and he adjusted his route accordingly.
The Razorbacks will have it 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. I know that seems like a simple route, but it's actually a lot more complex than what it looks like because that route changes based on whether it's man or zone. If it's man coverage, he's flying across the field. If it's zone, he's got to sit down over the ball in a soft spot, giving his quarterback a place to go with it. Nice job of those guys being on the same page there.
And the Razorbacks want to pick up the tempo.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you what, really good job by the defense, having vision on the quarterback. And as soon as he threw that football, man, they broke on the football right away, didn't waste time, and got the running back on the ground for no gain.
Finishes the run with the slide.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do I do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
He steps out of bounds, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
Well, I think the defense was even caught off guard on that one, guys. Not seeing the field goal unit trot out onto the field. They had a golden opportunity there to make a stop and get the ball back without surrendering any points. They couldn't do it, though, and now all of a sudden their backs are against the wall.
They'll try to pound their way in. And he's going to take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7.
That makes the score Arkansas 14, Baylor.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after the pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays, and I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides on the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And as an offense, having success on a run play like that early in the game just opens up all the possibilities of your playbook moving forward. Play action, running the ball, throwing the ball, screens, anything is at your disposal at this point.
And the ball is free on the pitch.
And those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football, you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
Looking for space. It's Washington. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter.
Fourth down coming up. Number 94 on to kick it away. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Arkansas 14, Baylor 7.
The Bears will punt this one away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. And after that punt, that's where they'll mark it. It'll be just inside the 35-yard line. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it out fast. At the 35, he's open. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
Thrust that arm out. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to pass. It's a shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Touchdown, Arkansas. Number 5 with the catch in the end zone.
They'll try to add another to their lead.
For the extra point.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. The kickoff team out there getting set.
Set to kick this one away.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Caught in the backfield. It's Hawkins. Open space at the 25. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
Big play in the passing game there, and I like the receiver veering down in the zone. Did a nice job finding the soft spot on defense between the defenders, giving the quarterback an easy target to throw to complete that throw.
Stuffed almost in his tracks, but strong enough to pick up one to the 35. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Off play action. They're bringing heat. Grabbed in the middle. It's Johnson. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Quarterback moving. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
Back to throw, it's Finn. Fires into traffic, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well. Palmer, they executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
Looking for the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Arkansas. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Well, the most insightful analysis I can come up with on that one is that didn't work. Back to the drawing board to see if there's something that works a little better soon. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. Looking deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Bears decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He's got great speed. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. This has been an impressive first half, and Jesse, they'd love nothing better than to tack another one on before the break.
And why would they want to stop at this point? Everything they've dialed up, they've been able to execute throwing and running the football, David.
And how critical is it for this defense to get a stop? Down right now before the half. They can create some momentum on their side by getting a stop before the half.
They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
To the air. It's Green. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Makes the catch. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
Number 11, with the grab.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Tulane is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Sean King, and they are right back in this. They're trailing by just 4 to Louisville. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Leaves it with the back. Real power running by this guy as he bangs his way to the 24. The Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on second down. He chucks one out to the right. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Trying to find his man on first down. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking down quickly. There were just too many bodies in that backfield for the QB to make anything happen.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And the ball is intercepted. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Nice run there, picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Back to pass, it's Green. He looks that one in nicely. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Arkansas.
Touchdown, Arkansas. Number 11.
They'll try to add another to their lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Just a short pass to the tight end. Look at that toughness, just running through everybody. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Razorbacks will boot it away to start the second half. And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. What could go wrong did in the first half, and they start this third quarter at the bottom of the mountain.
Man, that was bad. That was a frying pan to the head. That was a TKO. It was awful in the first half. Flush it. I got to start doing something right. I got to find some positives. I get the ball first to start this possession, try to put a scoring drive together.
The only thing you can do at this point offensively is just make sure your best players are touching the football as often as possible. You recruited these guys, you got guys out of the portal, you put your faith in them to make plays. This is a time to go out and do it.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. They'll try the run. Found a little space, and he's got 4 to the 35. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. Trying to impose their will with the run. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
I think tackling is about effort most of the time. It's about how much passion, how much physicality you can bring to get your guy on the ground. Refuse not to get him on the ground. That's not a big back. You got to get that guy on the ground. You can't let him pick up an extra couple yards and stay ahead of the sticks.
They were all over him, nowhere to go, as that third down play turned into a disaster. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. They'll try it on the ground. Hey, midfield, he's got room. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. That's the mindset of this entire offense. They're not going to let you off the hook just because it's 4th and 1.
And that running back, he wanted the ball, too. You could see there right after the third down play, looking at his sideline, saying, give me the ball. I want to go get this. I'm going to make a play for my team. And he comes through big time.
And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. They've got a really good drive going, but a little speed bump here at 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Finn. Unloads to the right. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. The Bears with the 1st and 10. Let's go. On the ground, it's Reese. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of that.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. He'll take a shot. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Makes the catch. It's Jackson. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Fresh set of downs after the completion. They'll go back to the ground. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He lets it fly. Heaves it into trouble, and he finds trouble with the pick. The sudden change on the turnover, and man, he was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Caught in the backfield, it's Hawkins. And oh, did they know that one was coming? They'll knock him down in the backfield.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. To throw, it's Finn. And his 5th interception of the game, a miracle they haven't pulled him yet. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
He made that look a lot easier than it is. When you break on a football, you got to see it and go at the perfect angle. The free safety leaves his spot, goes and gets it, and then does the hard part, takes it back to the house for 6.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen. So you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Gets it past the marker. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you. You're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing?
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Dropping back, it's Finn. And it's another interception as his assault on the record book continues. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Arkansas! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. We've got to stop turning the football over.
Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
Quarterback checking the play. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the whole defense. But how about the little bitty defensive back throwing his face in the fan? I ain't scared. I don't just cover guys. I make tackles.
Throwing right. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Arkansas 56. Baylor
We'll get this quarter going with a second down play. Get ready. Just feeds the running back. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
And I don't care if I get it by 2, by 20, by 30, by 40. I just want to get the first down, understanding the situation, understanding where the sticks are. Doesn't have to be sexy, but I got to make sure I get to that stick, get to the first down marker.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking for a huge play. Touchdown Bears! And once he got loose, it was all over.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
13.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Ncaa. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. The play action fake. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Got a big lead in the 4th quarter, and you take that shot, and you stop the clock. And it's a long shot, but you're letting teams hang around.
And I prefer to win. Like, I want to make sure that, you know, if I'm up, I'm going to run the football. But there is definitely a school of thought in nowadays where I'm putting up stats, and I'm keeping the pedal to the floor.
And with that one, he's now over 3 bills for the game.
And there's 2 reasons why, Reese. He's made good decisions, and he's been accurate throwing the football all game long.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The Razorbacks have this offense rolling.
29 Philly, 2-9.
They'll throw it on first down. Makes the catch. It's Anthony. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Back to the air one more time. He wants to go deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
The incompletion brings up a second down. He's looking to throw. Unleashes one deep. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the senior just snatched the ball out of the air and gave it back to his offense.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably wouldn't quit. You probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
Motion from the offense. With jet sweep pass. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved.
Fires and picked off. Takes it the other way. You're not getting him on the ground, still on his feet. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
This is a beautiful situation for the defense. When you're up by 2+ scores and you're in this situation, you know exactly what is coming. It's going to be a pass. They have to, because the clock is their enemy. Great job playing pass, forcing the interception, almost putting the nail in the coffin.
And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. A really nice day from this quarterback. Over 350 yards passing now, Jeff.
He's had a plan all game long. He just seems to find his best matchups, and he's done an awesome job giving his guys opportunities to make plays.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Green. And he was shooting for the end zone there, and they couldn't make the completion.
And that's one the offense just needs to be able to hit, right? That's a completion they should be able to hit in their sleep. Receivers got to do a better job.
Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big touchdown, Razorbacks! And the route is on. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity?
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
It is so nice when you get a team down and you know the pass is coming. They have to pass, and that's why that dude's got 3 sacks, because they're pummeling them. All passing situations, all rushing the passer, all padding the stats.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Listen, you hear all the time about how important it is to stay on schedule offensively, right? And this is a perfect example. You just can't have negative plays early in drives, because even when you come up with big plays like we just saw, you're still miles away from picking up this first down. You're making it so hard on your offense.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. They're throwing for it on fourth down. And the pass is intercepted. He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands with no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do.
Deep shot for the end zone. And he'll sail it way too far for everybody.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
After they couldn't connect, it's 2nd and 10. Back to throw, it's Green. Fires toward the end zone. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you. And
going for it all. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
And the defense gets the big third down stop, creates some momentum. Hey, I don't know if they're going to go for it on fourth down, but the defense is continuing to fight, continuing to hustle, continue to fly around. Like, these are positive signs from a group that you know needs to continue to grow, needs to continue to build, needs to continue to get better.
Snags it. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their total.
Number 83 with the catch and score.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, right back to your game after we update the nation on this one. The astronauts just shocked the world. They proved that they are battle-tested and ready for all challenges after going on the road and pulling out a massive win. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to throw, it's Finn. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And you've always got to be careful around the sidelines, not step out accidentally. So that wide receiver did a really nice job on that route to bring the ball in while on a tight route.
He's taking a deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. And the incompletion brings up a second down. Looking to throw it again. He wants a big play here late. Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to get to it. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Line getting set on second down. Off the play fake. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you can tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on third and long from the 41. To the air, it's Green. Receiver looks it in, it's complete. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical third down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Fires deep toward the end zone. And give him another 6. Grabs it for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 44-yard touchdown pass. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game.
And they exploited that soft spot, and they get it down to the 35. And he just continues to put up numbers, and that number is now over 300.
This guy just throws completions, man. The ball doesn't seem to touch the ground. He's back there. He's making the right reads. Right now, he is locked in what this defense is trying to do.
And listen, the defense playing really conservative, right? You got the lead, but here's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get sacks. I got to get to the quarterback. Like, I got to make sure I'm getting him, knocking him off the spot. Padding my stats, by the way. Got a lot of sacks late in games when we had a big lead, but that's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. Keep competing, defense.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. line. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown. Continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Ncaa. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock.
This offense has to feel great with how they're able to go out, execute, and perform big plays all game long. I think it's sending a statement, too, to future defenses down the road on the schedule. They're going to be tough to contend with.
Yeah, I mean, they got firepower, putting up so many points. This thing is easily over. Now they can just chillax, go back to the locker room, know they're going to get the victory.
The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play. On the move, it's Green, feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes. They get the timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. DB's right up on the receivers. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab down the left side. He's off to the races. And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You played through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the ceiling touchdown. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and the defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can just take a knee. You take a knee, run